Hi folks, this is Saurabh from groupdiscussion.co. Our student Richa recently appeared in TCS interview and we want to congratulate her for getting an offer letter from TCS. We really want to thank her because she has shared her technical as well as the HR questions for us, and we believe that this should help the upcoming batches. Let's move to the technical questions. So in the technical round, she has told that she is proficient in C programming language, and that's why the most of the question that was asked from her was from C languages. The first question that was asked is what is pointer, to which she answered. The next question is about recursion. You should know that recursion is a function which calls itself. After that, the interviewer told her to write a program of factorial to find the factorial of a number using recursion. She presented the program to the interviewer. Post that, the interviewer asked what is structure and why it is needed. Why do we even need structures? So you should know that when we need custom data types, we have to use structures. Post that, the interviewer asked about dynamic memory allocation, and the question that she asked is what arguments are passed in malloc. After this, the discussion went into C++ and the questions that she got were from object-oriented programming. She was asked what is polymorphism, to which she had answered, and post that the interviewer asked what are the different ways to implement polymorphism. If you are asked this question, you have to implement some kind of function overloading or some kind of way that shows the real world example of polymorphism. After the C++ section was over, the interviewer asked some questions from DBMS. For example, what are the different categories of SQL commands, in which you can answer about the DDL commands, DML commands, DQL commands, or the DCL commands. The next question was, what are the different DCL commands? You can answer, you can give example about the revoke and grant. That should justify this question. Now let me give you a quick summary of what we do at groupdiscussion.co. We provide you with resume review, group discussion, and interview. There is a very huge probability that the interviewer or moderator that you will get at groupdiscussion.co has already had some experience at TCS. Let's move forward to the HR round question. In HR round, she was asked whether she has ever led a team. Now this is a very personal question which completely depends from person to person. The next question she got was, who is the CEO of TCS? I know that most of you must be knowing about Mr. Ratan Tata, but very few of you might know this question, who is the CEO of TCS? This is your assignment, this is your task to find out who is the CEO of TCS and write down in the comments below. The next question she was asked is, what is your greatest fear? Again, this completely depends on your journey of life, so accordingly you can answer. One thing that you can remember is that this need not be with respect to programming, coding, or technical part. This can be anything. This can be any general thing, because see, we don't just want to talk with bot. We want to talk with person. We want to work with person. So if you can relate to your personal experience with this question, that should be much better way of answering this question. The next question that she got is that, why do you want to join TCS? To which you have to research exactly what are the good things at TCS, and accordingly you can answer this question. The next set of question includes, what is the greatest achievement of your life? Again, this is a very personal question and it completely depends on your experience. The next question she was asked is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? She told me that she answered that she wants to be a business development manager. To which the interviewer at TCS asked her this question. This is with respect to her answer in the second question. The interviewer asked, there is a person in your team who is not able to contribute to the team. The project is getting severe loss. It is getting delayed or something like that. So there is severe loss. How will you tackle this scenario? To answer this question, you need to keep an eye on 2 points. The very first one is that you need to show that you are human and you treat others as a human. The person who is in your team is not able to contribute. So that person must have some problem in his personal life or professional life. you need to address that. You have to talk about this part. The second part to this question is the project is getting severe losses. So you should not forget about the business need and the business demands. That also you need to cover, and accordingly you should propose an answer. The next question was, if given a chance, will you pursue MTech or MBA? The general nature of us human is that if we are given two options, we tend to choose one. Now this is a very tricky question, because if you choose one, this shows that you are interested in higher studies. With respect to my personal experience, what I have seen is that interviewers don't want candidates who want to pursue higher education. This is with respect to my personal experience only. So you could give a subtle answer to this question so that you sound like that you are interested in getting knowledge, but at the very same time you give the interviewer a hint that you are going to stick with this company. The last question was, do you have any questions for me? Now interview is not one-way route, so it's not that you need to be interviewed and you don't ask any question. If given an opportunity, you should grab that and you should definitely ask a question. Finally, the interviewer asked for the 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, undergraduation mark sheets, and provisional certificates. Okay, so that was about the TCS interview experience of Richa. Coming to groupdiscussion.co, let me share the best part of groupdiscussion.co. After the GD or interview is over, you get personalized one-to-one feedback with the moderator, and you get some real-world experience because our moderators or interviewers are actually professional, working professional. That will help you avoid the mistakes that you're going to do in your real interview or GD. One last thing is that you can use my coupon code SSGDPI. This should give 15% discount on the group discussion as well as interview services. Thank you and all the best for your upcoming adventures.